Heart surgeon warns. Skip these 7 foods to avoid a deadly heart attack. After 70. Hello and welcome to Pure Fit Living. You know, we spend our lives chasing our dreams, exploring the world, and savoring every moment. But after 70, our bodies need a little extra TLC, especially our hearts. In the United States alone, about 805,000 people suffer a heart attack each year. That's 1 every 40 seconds. And 1 in 5 of these attacks happen silently, without the classic warning signs. Globally, cardiovascular diseases claim nearly 17.9 million lives each year, and over 80% of those deaths stem from heart attacks and strokes. For seniors, years of high blood pressure, inflammation, and artery stiffening make these blockages far more dangerous. If you're serious about keeping your heart strong, tap the like button now and subscribe. That way, you'll get each life-saving tip the moment it drops. No fluff, no fillers, just clear, actionable advice you can start today. Ready to protect your heart? In this video, we'll count down from number 7 to number 1, the single most dangerous food you must avoid after 70. Let's begin with food number 7. But before we dive in, remember, making small changes in your diet can have a huge impact on your heart health. So, stay tuned and take notes. Every bit of information could be a game changer for you or a loved one. So, number 7 on our hit list might surprise you. It's trans fats, those sneaky little devils hiding in plain sight. They're tempting, they're everywhere, and they're terrible for your heart. We're talking about those partially hydrogenated oils listed on ingredient labels. These bad boys increase your LDL cholesterol, that's the bad kind, and decrease your HDL, the good cholesterol that acts like your body's cleanup crew. Think of your arteries like highways, and cholesterol like the traffic. Trans fats are like those construction projects that cause major backups, slowing everything down and increasing the risk of a crash, or, in this case, a heart attack. Now, you'll find these troublemakers in processed foods like store-bought cookies, crackers, and even some margarines. Even small amounts of trans fats can be harmful. We're talking just 2 grams a day. That's like 1 measly cookie. Can increase your risk of heart disease by a whopping 20%. So, what's the takeaway? Read your labels carefully and steer clear of anything that says partially hydrogenated oil. Your heart will thank you for it. Remember, making small changes in your diet can have a big impact on your health. Opt for whole, unprocessed foods whenever possible. Fresh fruits, vegetables, and whole grains are your best friends. Cooking at home allows you to control what goes into your meals, helping you avoid those hidden trans fats. Share this knowledge with your loved ones. Together, we can make healthier choices and enjoy a longer, happier life. All right, let's move on to number 6 on our list of foods to avoid after 70. Processed meats. We're talking about bacon, sausages, hot dogs, deli meats, those salty, savory staples that are often a quick and easy meal solution. They might seem harmless, but they're loaded with hidden dangers for your heart. First off, they're packed with sodium, which is a recipe for high blood pressure. High blood pressure is like having a constantly overworked heart, and over time, that can lead to serious problems. Then, there's the saturated fat content. Saturated fat is like adding even more carbs to that mess, making it harder for your blood to flow freely. Processed meats often contain nitrates and nitrites, which are preservatives used to extend shelf life. By limiting your intake of processed meats, you're making an investment in your future health and well-being. And who knows, you might even discover some delicious and healthy alternatives along the way. Next up at number 5 is a category of food that's hard to resist: fried and battered foods. I'm talking about those crispy, golden brown temptations like fried chicken, fish and chips, and yes, even those addictive potato chips. The problem with fried foods is twofold. First, they're typically cooked in unhealthy oils that are high in saturated and trans fats. Fried foods are like adding a whole fleet of monster trucks to the mix, making it nearly impossible for your blood to get through. Second, when these oils are heated to high temperatures, they release harmful compounds that can damage your blood vessels. Now, I'm not saying you can never enjoy a plate of French fries again, but moderation is key. Instead of making fried foods a regular part of your diet, treat them as an occasional indulgence. And when you do indulge, choose healthier cooking methods like baking, grilling, or air frying. Your heart will thank you for it. Chapter 4: Sugary Drinks, the Sweet Deception. Coming in at number 4 on our list are sugary drinks. These liquid culprits often masquerade as harmless refreshers, but they're actually ticking time bombs for your heart. We're talking about sodas, fruit juices, sweetened teas, and even those fancy coffee drinks with whipped cream and syrups. When you consume sugar, your body releases insulin to help process it. But when you're constantly bombarding your system with sugar from sugary drinks, your cells can become resistant to insulin. This can lead to type 2 diabetes, a major risk factor for heart disease. And it's not just the sugar itself that's the problem. These drinks are often loaded with empty calories, which can contribute to weight gain. So what's the solution? Ditch the sugary drinks and opt for healthier alternatives like water, unsweetened tea, or sparkling water with a splash of fruit juice. Your heart will thank you. Chapter 5. Number 3 on our list might surprise you. It's white bread and refined carbs. The problem with white bread and other refined carbs like white rice, pastries, and many breakfast cereals is that they've been stripped of their fiber and nutrients during processing. What you're left with is essentially a fast track to a blood sugar spike and crash. Eating white bread is like giving your body a shot of sugar. It hits your bloodstream quickly, causing your blood sugar levels to spike. Then, just as quickly, you experience a crash, leaving you feeling tired, hungry, and craving more sugary carbs. These blood sugar roller coasters are bad news for your heart. Over time, they can damage your blood vessels and increase your risk of insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease. So, what's the solution? Choose whole grain bread and other complex carbs like brown rice, quinoa, and oats. These foods are digested more slowly, providing sustained energy and helping to keep your blood sugar levels stable. Chapter 6. All right, we're down to number 2 on our list of foods to avoid after 70, and it's a tough one: pastries and sweet treats. These delightful confections are often hard to resist, especially when they bring back fond memories of family gatherings and celebrations. But when it comes to heart health, those sugary indulgences can be a recipe for disaster. The occasional treat might seem harmless, but regular consumption can lead to serious health issues. We're talking about cookies, cakes, donuts, pies, all those delicious treats that are often loaded with sugar, butter, and unhealthy fats. These ingredients make them taste heavenly, but they can wreak havoc on your body. The sugar in these treats causes your blood sugar to spike, which over time can damage your blood vessels. This can lead to a host of problems, including diabetes and cardiovascular diseases. And the unhealthy fats like trans fats and saturated fats contribute to plaque buildup in your arteries, increasing your risk of heart attack and stroke. These fats are often hidden in the most tempting of treats. Plus, pastries and sweet treats are often loaded with empty calories. They might fill you up momentarily, but they don't provide the essential nutrients your body needs to stay healthy and strong. They might satisfy your sweet tooth, but they don't provide much in the way of nutrition. Over time, this can lead to weight gain and other health complications. So what's the solution? Indulge in moderation and choose healthier alternatives when possible. It's all about finding a balance that allows you to enjoy life without compromising your health. Opt for fruit with a dollop of Greek yogurt, a small piece of dark chocolate, or a homemade treat made with whole grain flour and natural sweeteners. These options can satisfy your cravings without the negative health impacts. Your heart will thank you. By making smarter choices, you can enjoy your golden years with a healthier heart and a happier life. Chapter 7. And now for the number 1 food to avoid after 70. And it might surprise you: canned soups and packaged meals. The main culprit here is sodium. Canned soups and packaged meals are often loaded with sodium, also known as salt, as a preservative and flavor enhancer. While our bodies do need some sodium, too much can wreak havoc on your cardiovascular system. When you eat a lot of sodium, your body holds on to extra fluid to dilute it. This extra fluid increases the volume of blood in your blood vessels, which in turn puts more pressure on your artery walls. Over time, this high blood pressure can damage your blood vessels and increase your risk of heart attack, stroke, and other health problems. Now, I'm not saying you have to give up canned soup and packaged meals entirely, but it's important to be mindful of your sodium intake and choose low-sodium options whenever possible. Your heart will thank you. You've just learned the 7 foods that can put your heart at risk after 70, and, more importantly, how easy it can be to protect yourself. Remember, you don't have to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Start by making small, sustainable changes. Swapping out one high-salt soup or sugary drink each day can make a big difference in your blood pressure and cholesterol. Before overhauling your diet, check with your doctor to ensure these tips fit your health needs. Then, pick one food to remove this week and replace it with a heart-friendly option. As you gain confidence, keep moving down the list until all 7 foods are out of your routine. If this video helped you, please like and subscribe for more clear, no-nonsense advice from a heart surgeon. Stay healthy, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next video.